When Ranger Suarez, when Christopher Sanchez and Andrew Bellotti combined to throw 91 pitches in the fourth and fifth inning and allow 12 runs, walk in 2 runs, have a grand total of 6 walks in those 2 innings, and specifically Christopher Sanchez, who threw 30 pitches in this game, only 15 of them were called strikes. I say called strikes and not in the strike zone because there were most of his pitches, the vast majority of his pitches were not in the strike zone. And he just got some help from some batters in the fourth inning, in particular fourth and fifth inning in particular. And the wheels just popped off of the Phillies bandwagon last night in Arizona. I know a lot of you were staying up to watch at least some of it. And I'm sure when you get into the fourth inning and you look and see that your team is up 7-0, you're like, you know what? They got this. The bullpen's been pretty good as of late. It's time to go to bed. And Mally, I saw you, buddy. Mally, from our comments, Mally tweeted me early this morning, said I went to bed at 7-0. So did the Phillies bats, Mally, as I told you on old social media there. So did the Phillies bats. So did the Phillies arms, because Ranger Suarez was cooking. Absolutely cooking in this game last night in the first 3 innings of play. And that was it. If this was any other sport, we'd be talking about how it was the tale of 2 halves. This team showed up in the first half. The other team showed up in the second half. That's how they got their asses kicked late in this game. Tale of 2 halves. Well, you can't really use that in baseball, but that's kind of what it felt like last night because the Phillies did everything right in the first 4 innings of that game yesterday. Well, the first 3.5 innings of play. They did some great things. Bottom half of that fourth, bottom half of that fifth, totally different team. And it's all because of the pitching. The bats obviously were popping off last night. When you get 7 runs by the fourth inning, 7 runs by the third inning, really, and you're chasing Madison Bumgarner, who I told you yesterday, we all know by now, he's not the same Madison Bumgarner that pitched for the Giants years ago and helped dismiss the Phillies from the playoffs en route to what would have been hopefully another World Series. No. Not that same Madison Bumgarner. Not that World Series MVP Madison Bumgarner. Not even close. Phillies chase him from the game. Phillies put up 7 runs. Kyle Schwarber, he hit a Schwarbomb in this game. 430 feet to right field. Just blasted a 3-run home run. Gave the Phillies that 7-0 lead. Bryce Harper comes up, gets a double in that fourth inning. The Phillies would not get a hit for the rest of the game. And you know what? I can't be mad at him for it. Phillies put up 7 runs. You want to talk about run support? How about 7 runs by the fourth inning? Yeah, that's run support. And then you go stand around for an hour in the field. I can't imagine it's too easy to get back into that dugout and take some hacks. It was awful. One of the worst losses I have ever seen following this Phillies team. One of the worst losses I've ever, because it was in hand. It was in hand. You had lost 5 games in a row against the Arizona Diamondbacks in Arizona. You're like, all right, well, at least you'll push that away. It's a totally different team. Topper, good old Philly Rob has got this team playing at a great level. They're not going to do that thing that we said they're not going to do anymore, which is they play down to their opponent. They don't play down to their opponent anymore. That's not this Phillies team. I told you that a couple weeks ago. I reinforced it yesterday. Guess what they did yesterday? They played down to their opponent yesterday. You think everything's great, everything's hunky-dory. 7-0. And I did have that thought because I wanted to go to bed at 7-0. I was like, I can go to bed. And then the fourth inning, and this is what was so unbelievable in this game. You get 2 outs in the inning. You've already allowed a couple of runs to cross in that fourth inning. Gene Segura, who I believe it was in the second inning, fielded a ground ball off the bat of Carroll, who was just busting it down the line. This guy can just flat out fly down the line. And he barely beats him out. Barely beats him out with a throw. Then in the fourth inning, almost a very similar situation. He hits a grounder to Gene Segura at second base, 2 outs in the inning. Segura bobbles it. It looked like it took a bad hop. He should have made the play. Gene Segura should have made this play. He did not make the play. He was going deeper to his right, couldn't come up with it, fired to first, couldn't get the out, unfortunately. It would have been a 7-3 or 7-2 ball game getting out of that inning. Instead, another run scores, and then Kelly steps up to the plate for the Diamondbacks, and he belts him on a 2-run double to right field. A couple of 2-run doubles for him in the ball game yesterday. It was awful. And then from that point on, it just felt like, okay, this isn't a little leak anymore. This isn't a little leak by Ranger Suarez. This isn't a little struggle by Ranger Suarez. This is all-out panic right now. Because in that situation, you get Rivera to score in the air. It makes it 7-3. You could have been out of the inning. Then Ranger Suarez goes on to walk another batter. Bases are loaded. Kelly steps up, hits the 2-run double. Bases clearing double to right field. Made it a 1-run ball game, 7-6. Then you bring in Sanchez. He's able to get out of the inning. Gets Rojas to ground out to him, as a matter of fact. And then they're still winning, 7-6. End of the 4th inning. Top of the 5th inning, you go down 1-2-3. It felt like a 2-minute inning, basically. Then in the bottom of the 5th, for the second time in as many innings, the Arizona Diamondbacks bat around in their order. They did it in the 3rd. They did it in the 4th. They did it in the 4th. They did it in the 5th. It had to be at least an hour. That's what it felt like watching this game. And I have not seen someone lose the strike zone the way Ranger Suarez did. And I've not seen someone lose the strike zone the way Christopher Sanchez did. Both guys in the same game, back-to-back innings. Christopher Sanchez looked terrified on the hill. He looked like he had never been a closer before in his life and was trying to close out Game 7 of the World Series. That's what it felt like in a same situation. He couldn't throw a strike.